These appear to be the orc bombers. Oh, I'm excited about these. I like the orc bombers. Look at that detail. These are probably the fighters. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but you get the drift. Um, Very cool. Okay, so just to get a sense of the detail, and this is GW 2019. We get the rule book. Nice thin rule book. I'm always used to the sort of huge rule books that they publish. They do have a very big companion book that I would like to get. If Julie and I like this game and we want to do a few more things with this game, then who knows? Maybe I'll get a couple of the other sets like the Tau and, you know, check it out and see. And see if people like to see this stuff, then, and we enjoy playing it, then that's all there is for me. As long as we enjoy it, and we'll definitely make some content on this. All right, so this is the rule book. It doesn't look bad at all. Not bad in terms of rules. Good pictures as always. Good artwork. We have the dog fight. So Julie and I will have to go over this and become familiar with this. Maybe we'll do a video on the rules as long as we can play them together and study them a bit. This is a movement diagrams. So you get, this is a good card, by the way. Really nice sheets here. So summary sheets for players, and you get two of them. So you have all your maneuvers and stuff that you can choose during a turn. So like snap turn, and this is a hex-based. It looks like this is a hex-based game. The quick reference, which I always love, even small companies that do this, that give you quick reference sheets and stuff. That's always helpful. And the rules. So we get two of those. All right, let's get this moving. All right, we get counters. Always love my counters. Pretty cool. We looks like some targeting counters there, and numbers on the other side. So we're gonna have to check on the rules and see what all of these mean. I don't know if any of you in the channel have played this game. You definitely leave it in the comments. Say what you thought. We're gonna see what we think about it, and we'll see. Might bring some new content to the channel. Thunderbolt fighter. Okay, this is cool. So you get instructions for every aircraft, and they're all separate. And I do like that. I really do like that, because you can work on one aircraft and just concentrate on that one aircraft. And as always, pretty good pictures too. They have nice pictures showing you where everything goes. Doesn't look overly complex. I mean, really, really cool. I do like GW models. I have to say that, but they're just way out of my price range right now. It's funny because I started with 40K 3rd edition. I do have some remnant models in that collection. DACA jets, I'm sorry. Orc fighter bombers. Fighter bomber, okay? I always want to say bomber with the orcs. Very cool. Look at all that ordnance. Nice, nice. Gotta love the orcs. Gotta love the orcs. Look at all that ordnance. And then for the Imperial, you have some ordnance here. Looks like the Imperial faction has less ordnance. Wow, these guys are really decked out. Very cool. So, and then, of course, it gives you advice on your tools. Very good. So we get that. We get our transfer sheets, which is nice. I still like using these, but I know they're kind of a pain in the butt, but I actually like using them. All right, so we get bases. Okay, so here's one of the bases up close, and they have these nice little dials with little numbers here. So, of course, we're going to learn what that's all about as we study the rules. And, I kind of reminds me of hero clicks and stuff. Some flight stands. We get 10 of these, and you get, looks like a long one and a short one. Some dice, and then very nice. All right, so here is the hex mat. All right. All right, let's see what this is about. Okay, so there is the hex mat. Not a very big mat, and you know, very nice details. You know, some aerial details. So cool. And then if we turn this over, I'm gonna turn it over and show the other side. And this is my favorite side, I think. The aircraft are overflying a city. So very cool graphics for sure. And then we have the hexes printed on the map. It appears to be like a target here. So I'm wondering if that's an objective. Okay, so just a little documentation of what I'm doing here. So everything goes together quite well. So part one here, that's what I'm doing, and here's part one. So we got parts 1 and 2, and then we do 3 and 4. If we look at the sprue, part 2 was here, and then 1 was across from it, and then that forms this little piece here. So this is 1 and 2, as we can see in the background. I'm going to add the little guns. And then when we go down here, these parts are right here in the sprue. So here is 1, here's the opposite part, and then here's 1, and here's the opposite part. And then down here, what I'm going to do in number 4, once I've completed that step, is doing the wings. So that's pretty simple. We have 9. So here is 9 and 11. So 9 is here and 11 is here, and that corresponds to these parts here. So it's 2 different, these are 3 different jets. So 4, 5, and 6 will form the fuselages for the other 3 jets. I just wanted to say a little bit about, show a little bit about the process of putting it together, all right? So some really small parts now. Well, with these guns, these are really small, and I was looking for them everywhere. I couldn't find them, and then there they were. These are the next step that I will be cutting, and that is 3 and 4, parts 3 and 4. Okay. Okay, so all the major parts are being constructed. Here is the hull with the wing, all 3 jets. Okay. And we can already get a sense of the scale. And then we have the 2 little parts here that have been formed. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then this part, this first part, those guns are very, very small, and they go into tiny slots in that bit there. Okay. So there are tiny slots there. Same thing with the tail fins here. If we notice in the right underneath the rudder, there's those 2 small slots. And it took me a little while to kind of find them. But you can see them right there very clearly, right near the exhaust. And that's where these 2 little things are going. So you can see the tabs there for the tail fins. And then here's one piece already put together. There's 3 different tail fin arrangements, which I really like. Okay, and this is the V-shaped one. Again, a lot of detail on these guys. Very cool. Okay, so we're not finished yet. We just got to put the ordnance on the crafts. And a couple, just one more step, and then these are complete. But I just want to say I love the way these models have mobility on the flight stand. That's just so cool. You can make them dive, you can make them like climbing or simply banking. I love that whenever they do that with flight stands, it just makes the models more, you know, realistic. I just love that motion. So very, very cool. All right, let's finish the ordnance, and then I'm going to do a couple of the bombers. And we'll do those quickly. And here is the completed orc wing. Let's look at these for just a second. By the way, these little dials here, one of them is the altitude and one of them is speed. And that's what I wanted to say about that. So that's cool. Has little numbers there. All right, so here is the completed Docker jet. Now, all I have to say about these, if we pull it out of the flight stand, is these little exhausts right there underneath the canopy. Let me just try to get in focus. Right underneath the canopy, those exhausts are tiny, tiny. So tweezers are definitely your friend here. I was also debating this longer exhaust. Probably would have been best to do it before adding the wing. And because it was tougher to insert it with the wing in place. Now in the instructions, you already have the wings in place. So I'm thinking this would have been better to actually put the exhaust. This would have been better to put the exhaust before I put up the wing. Okay, and there it is. There's the exhaust. You can see them coming out of the front part of the wing. So those are best, I think, putting the wing first. And I mean, putting the exhaust first and then gluing the wing. So, but very cool. Also, look at all the ordnance. I put some rockets and some bombs. Okay, so very nice. The Docker jets, you get a variety of 3. You get 3 different varieties of Docker jets. Okay, they're right here, the nice little V formation. And here are the fighter bombers. Gotta love the orcs. Okay, so very cool models. Again, gonna need tweezers. At least I did. I just don't have the versatility in my fingers anymore. But look at all that ordnance. I put some big bombs, some rockets. And then you have this piece here, which is like a landing gear. Most of this stuff comes together quite well. Didn't have a problem at all. The front piece, this lower piece here, this one was perfect. Got to put in a little bit of pressure to get it in there, but it's perfect. Didn't have a problem with that. Now this one, let's take this one out for a moment. This one does give a little bit of a problem. I had to do a little bit of filing on the tabs just to make it fit. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Okay. And this is another variant of bomber. And there you go. And then this is a big shooter. I decided to add the big shooter. And then big bomb, medium bombs. Very nice figures. You know, you gotta love the orcs. I mean, gotta love the orcs. So, good looking figures. And then the next video, we're gonna tackle the Imperial Navy, the Thunderbolt fighters, and the Marauder bombers. Okay, you get 2 of each. So, you get 5 orc aircraft, and you get 4 Imperial aircraft. And then, of course, we gotta paint this up and get this ready for gaming, and then Julie and I can battle in the skies of the 41st millennium. You get a few extra bombs and stuff, which I'm going to save all this stuff, and that's it. We can move on. If you want to help support the channel, definitely hop on our Patreon. We have bonus videos there. You also get my Scratch Builder monthly as part of Tier 2. Or you can simply hop on Wargames Vault and check out the Scratch Builder series. Thank you very much, folks. I'll see you in the next video. We're still not done. We got to check out the Imperial Navy next. So do come back and we'll check all of that out. All right, folks. Have a great one and thank you very much. Onward.